Florelle Maples Witcher was born in Pennsylvania in 1873. Her parents were Samuel and Florence. Her unique middle name, Maples, was her mother's maiden name. Florelle was fourth of 5 children. When she was only a year old, her eldest sister, Alice, age 9, died of spinal meningitis, a complication of scarlet fever. Just 6 weeks later, her father also died of diphtheria. Florence packed up what remained of her little family and returned to her parents' home in rural New York. Samuel had fought in the Civil War, and Florence received his pension, but it would be the equivalent of less than $1,000 per year today. In 1894, at age 20, Florelle married Edward Hersperger, age 27. The local newspaper called it a very pretty wedding. Florelle wore a white satin dress and a tulle veil with orange blossoms, and she carried a rose bouquet. Her bridesmaids wore muslin dresses and carried bouquets of daisies. It was also noted that the same minister who married Florelle's parents married her as well. Shortly thereafter, Edward and Florelle, along with her mother and her brother Charles, moved to Carlsbad, New Mexico. I don't know why they chose to move there, so this is complete speculation on my part. The mineral springs in Carlsbad were very popular at the time, and many people flocked to the area seeking a cure. Between the ample sunshine, dry desert air, and the mineral springs, it was viewed as the ideal place to try to recover from tuberculosis. We may never know for sure if Florelle suffered from TB, as death certificates weren't used at that time in New Mexico. But we do know that less than 3 years after their marriage, Florelle tragically died at only 23 years old. We also know that Edward didn't remain in New Mexico, as he remarried in Pennsylvania in 1901. Her mother and brother also moved on to Montana and Iowa. Florelle's family is long gone now. I wasn't able to find any portraits of her. All that remains of her memory are a few mentions in historical records, and a toppled, broken headstone, many miles away from anyone who loved her. But just for today, as you watch this video, you are imagining that young bride in satin with orange blossoms in her hair, and that thought makes me smile. Thank you for letting me share Florelle's story with you.